Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe as I bring you the latest information on sneakers and streetwear. In today's video, I'll be giving you an in-depth review and on-feet look of the latest collaboration between Asics and Above the Clouds. This shoe released on Friday the 6th of October for a retail price of 240 Australian dollars, and I was fortunate enough to grab my pair through the Above the Clouds online raffle. So I just want to give a quick shout out to the crew at the Above the Clouds store, as the online raffle was silky smooth and their shipping was super quick. A global release occurred the week after, with more pairs dropping on Friday the 13th of October. Asics Australia had a raffle that day, and other Australian retailer stores such as Highs and Lows and Laced also had a release on that day. It's also not the first time that Asics and another streetwear retail brand has collaborated on the GT-2160 model. Asics has previously linked up with skatewear brand Dime, as well as New York retailer Kith, to come up with their own iterations of the GT-2160 model. Now let's get into the details of the box and the shoes themselves. The lid of the box features a big Asics logo printed over a turquoise coloured background. Around the edges of the lid you will find Asics and Above the Clouds branding. The label on the box reads GT-2160 with the product code and official colourway, which is cream/shamrock green. Like all other sneaker labels, the international sizing breakdown can also be seen. In relation to the upper of the shoe, it features several different textures and materials. From the midsection all the way to the forefoot of the upper, there are semi-transparent panels, which is a nice touch as you could style these with many different coloured socks to change the look of the sneaker. The Asics logo on the mid panel is constructed of metal silver overlays, cream coloured rubber within the logo, and shamrock green leather on the border of the logo. More of the metallic silver panels can be seen towards the top of the mid panel as well as the toe box. These metallic silver panels also have snakeskin detailing, which gives it a unique and interesting touch. Towards the heel counter of the shoe there is honeycomb shaped mesh as well as GT-2160 branding on a green rubber panel. The honeycomb mesh looks like it might be perforated for extra breathability. The toe box of the shoe has a semi-transparent mesh base with a shamrock green leather panel found on the front. This shamrock green panel has snakeskin-like details as well as two light green arrows pointing towards the middle of the shoe. You can also see a small turquoise coloured rubber panel and more of the metallic silver panels on the toe box. Towards the back of the toe box you will find a small Asics A logo printed in a turquoise colour. The medial side of the shoe is identical to the lateral side, minus the GT-2160 branding which could be found on the heel counter of the lateral side. Much like the heel counter of the shoe, the tongues are constructed of the honeycomb shaped mesh with a brown lace loop in the middle. The top of the tongue has Asics branding printed on a checkered panel that feels like an air bubble to the touch. In regards to the details of the heel, the top of the heel collar features gel branding on a checkered air bubble. This air bubble is surrounded by green rubber panels, and as you move towards the bottom of the heel, you have a brown transparent plastic panel. The base of the midsole is painted in a slight off-white beige colour to give the overall shoe a classic aged look. The midsole also has two features of light green on it, which include a semicircle strip and a plastic panel. As you move towards the heel of the midsole, you will find two translucent air bubbles in a blue colour. The outsole of the shoe is constructed of off-white and grey rubber panels. In the middle of the outsole, you will find a light green plastic panel which has ridges. These shoes arrived laced with round beige coloured laces. The lace tips are painted in the same turquoise colour that is also found on the box. No additional laces were provided with this release, which is a little bit disappointing, but not that big of a deal in my personal opinion. The lace eyelets feature shamrock green colour panels that have snakeskin detailing, much like the metallic silver panels found throughout the upper of the shoe. Lastly, the insoles are turquoise in colour with Above the Clouds branding printed in the right insole and Asics GT-2160 printed in the left insole. So when it comes to the comfort of these shoes actually did feel quite comfortable for everyday casual wear. It actually surprised me how well they felt once I put them on. I think these will do well for all day comfort. When it comes to the sizing of the GT-2160 model, I stuck true to size. These were my first pair of GT-2160s, and I'm normally a size 11 in all my Nikes and Jordans. And going true to size was perfect. I would recommend going true to size unless you have really wide feet. You might get away with ordering half a size up. Now that we have the review out of the way, let's throw these on feet and see how they look. So let me know in the comment section down below, what were your thoughts on this collaboration between Asics and Above the Clouds? Were you able to cop a pair, or was this an easy pass for you? For me personally, I have to say this is going to be a top contender of sneaker of the year. I feel like Asics and Above the Clouds have hit it out of the park with this particular design, as it is simple but it has a lot of cool features throughout the shoe. However, the one thing I do wish is that there was more Above the Clouds branding throughout the shoe, whether it would be on the lace tips or even the tongues. So that's going to wrap up the review for today. Please go ahead and hit that like button and also comment down below what your thoughts were on this particular shoe. On that note, I will see you all in the next video.